What's going on, guys? I am Toxic Jordan. Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be jumping into the very first burst mode on a red zone stage. This is some very exciting stuff here. When I first hopped into this, I've actually already failed it a couple of times here. When I first hopped into this, I didn't even realize. I just thought it would. I was assuming that it was the Pure Destruction and Carnage like Dokkan event, just because they're always tied to Dokkan events. And then I was like, why is this so difficult? And I noticed they've set up the, the system a little bit different than the standard format here. There's a couple of different options. The biggest one being now you have to do like a Rainbow Super or a Rainbow Extreme team rather than, like two different typings that it gives you to combine. So I have my parameters set to about what I want. I do want to get a chunk over the 6,000 that you need. Oh, actually, I guess it's worth checking the missions just to make sure that's still the required number. Yeah, okay, we're still going with the standard 6,000 there. And then I assume you have to beat it with, both of the categories. Okay, so yeah, we're at 6650. So I am actually opting to use the Universe Survival Saga, which I believe is going to be easier to do. That's why it's a little bit cheaper, or you get less points for it. And then we're going to do the Rainbow Super team, which it's funny. This is the first time they've actually had, because they always they list Super before Extreme. So that means that because they think the Extreme one is harder, they give you more points for it. But this is the first time we're actually seeing something where there's multiple options and the lower point option is on top. Just kind of a weird, like, funky format thing. But yeah, so we're going to be on the super type. Because I'm using a bunch of summonable LRs and stuff, we are above 500 team costs, so we have to leave those blank. Good to keep a lot of these basic checkmark boxes, clicked. And then the ones that are the bubbles where you can, like, reduce the rate and stuff. That is another... Oh, maybe I should move this one down, too. Let's do this, because the enemy is still very tanky, so we'll go ahead and do that just to make it a little bit easier for ourselves here. Yeah, we completely have reduced all of these down, because, like, obviously it's a much better rate to go 620 for 5% than to only add another 120 and get all of that extra percentage on there, right? So that's usually how these go. We kept the defense one completely off, and then we've got all the special ones at the bottom selected here as well. Okay, so moving on to our team formation, this is what we've got. Basically, the idea is Jiren can tank and Blue Vegeta can tank. Everybody else pretty much just needs to not get hit. The only liability unit on this team is the Evoken, which luckily they're in slot 7, so they're not going to have to deal with type disadvantage, because this first phase of BUU, I believe, just lasts 2 turns. You just have to survive him 2 turns, and then he... transforms. Okay, so I think we can trust Jiren up front. We've got a couple orbs for him there. He should be okay. At least I don't think we'll get KO'd. And the other thing is that next turn, if we do take a little bit of damage, that's not the worst thing ever, because we're going to have AGL UI Goku, and if we are below that 77% threshold, then he'll be able to revive for us. Which I assume we are going to take advantage of at some point during this entire process. This is going to take quite a few turns to get through, so I don't imagine we're going to be able to do it all in one health bar. We'll see. It just depends how lucky we get. But yeah, Evoken is going to be a huge question mark for us, right? They are the only unit that's going to have type advantage for the majority of the fight, which is good. Because they're definitely going to need it of any units, but they absolutely cannot get supered. They would have to dodge that. I mean, as would most of these units, right? Probably all of them. But yeah, if they... So, the way that the last run actually just ended, which is what inspired me to turn on the camera in the first place. We were at the very end of the next phase, so it's going to be an int Kid Buu, and... yeah, and then we had him all the way down to his last health bar. I had Evoken in slot 3, and they did one super attack, brought his HP down to, like, very little, and because I had them at 24 key, they were guaranteed critting for all of their attacks. That's why he was actually doing, like, good damage, because it's type advantage and the crits. And then on top of that, he did 5 normals. just 5 hidden potential system normals, or I guess passive normals, and then the hidden potential system one was a normal as well. And funny thing about this fight is you have to finish it with a super attack. You have to KO him with a super. So because I didn't get an additional super at all, he literally still had 1 HP, and then he onslaughted me with... It didn't even matter. He had 5 attacks coming, I think, and it didn't matter because the first normal was like 600k on them because they only supered once, so they built up like no defense. It was pretty tragic. Pretty tragic. I thought it had it in the bag, and then right there at the end, just got the worst RNG luck of my life. So yeah, here we are running it back. But yeah, I did want to get this on camera because this is like basically my favorite team. I did not think that the universe... Oh, you gotta dodge this, bud. Thank you. Yeah, I did not think that the Universe Survival Saga team could get any more fun. And then Jiren released. So, alright, perfect. Evoken showing up just in time for the type advantage. I guess because we have 2 Jirens to possibly stand by, we might as well just do them back to back. So let's get this Jiren stood by now, I guess. Okay, so I guess... Okay, let's do this. I want to get all these blue orbs for Jiren. That's really important for him to be able to tank. So I am actually going to not get those physical orbs with Evoken. We'll do this. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, wait. No, I probably should have got the rainbow orbs with them because they would have been at 24 key. It's fine. I just wanted to keep it open for next turn. It's alright. All the 24 key is going to do for them is give them crits, so they're going to do more damage, but it doesn't give them like any extra attacks or anything. Oh my goodness, UI Goku. Oh, we're done. Totally fine though. No worries. We'll jump right back in. Okay, we have a powerful first turn. Unfortunately, Evoken is going to have to face this Kid Buu at least once. But luckily, the attacks are a lot more sparse in these first 2 phases. Okay, so I think this is the answer, probably. Because we don't really need to worry about damage on this phase, we just need to play defensively. So let's do exactly that. This should work. Yeah, it is kind of a time sink if you lose, because you just have to get through these first 2 phases again. It's kind of like Metal Cooler. Because you have to do the Int Metal Cooler for 2 turns, and you definitely can't beat him. It's just a matter of survive the 2 turns, and then he fully heals when he transforms into the physical Metal Cooler. Same idea we got going on here. But yeah, these are kind of my least favorite kind of fights. Though, it's not as bad in a challenge event, because sometimes you do need those couple prep turns. Like this Kid Buu, while he is pretty tanky and he does hit hard, I don't think he hits as hard as the other Buu, and he doesn't have as many onslaught of attacks. Nor can he double super. I think the other phase can. So yeah, it's definitely better to be on this phase for a little bit before you have to go on to the other one, just to give your units a chance to build up. Like this guy, he's going to be building up attack and defense, though he's a slouch either way, him building up the attack and defense might allow us to take like a normal or something in the next phase, right? So yeah, every little bit of cushion that we can get is great. Okay, this is a turn that scares me. That's a lot of attacks on Goku here. I'm almost considering just... yeah, let's just do this. Let's just do that and see how Jiren does in slot 1 for us. Okay, so we have to keep in mind here, I would love to do this, to give them like an ultra super attack, but if I select red orbs, I have that parameter on for burst mode. If I select red orbs with the yellow character, with type disadvantage basically, then I'm gonna lose a bunch of HP. So I'm just gonna give that to them, and they just have to survive the 1 super attack. Or, oh my goodness, did I just jinx myself? The 1 attack. Tell me it's not a super. Oh my goodness. Alright, Jiren. Go off, King. We don't really need this from you right now, but it works. Okay. This is actually really good for him to have a big chunk of attacks to dodge here, because that'll help build him up. So he'll be ready for the next phase, because he is going to be the only unit with type disadvantage. Well, he's got to dodge. That's the thing. Come on, buddy. Oh my goodness. We're not dodging anything. Okay, well, that could have gone better. 2 out of 5 is not great. That's... Hey, I'm glad I didn't put him in the first slot. That would have been much worse. Okay, 1 additional super is nice. I kind of want more. I am actually a little bit scared of what damage we're about to take here. Is it going to be bad? Oh, geez. Okay, I think we just died. Yeah. I jinxed it. It actually was a super attack. There's no way. That was a Freudian slipped that into existence. That's horrible. Okay, this Jiren it gave us is all offense. We'll just keep that in mind. I don't mind that for this burst mode, but we'll just make note of that for later. Okay, all right, turn 1 Evo Ken, so we're gonna find out real quick. I think I actually prefer this to the turn 2, because then now we know right away if we're gonna survive. Oh, yes, yes! There we go. That's what we want to see. Did we learn from last time? We don't put him in slot 1. We're gonna keep it like this, yeah. And then we want... Let's do this. I think that's the way to get them to 24. Yeah. Which, again, it doesn't really matter. They're not even taking any attacks in this phase. It doesn't matter what damage you do, but whatever. At least they got to select a yellow orbs, which is good for our Dokkan gauge if it ever were to become relevant. So I think we're going to finish the entire fight. Like, if we're going to win before we get the Dokkan attack. Probably. At least on that last go-round that I did, where I actually made it to the end and he had 1 HP left, I had not yet gotten a Dokkan attack, so... And I think I did a lot of same type orb selecting on the last rotation as well. A lot of these units just need a lot of ki because they're LRs, or they can, like, you know, use a lot of ki. So, yeah, I tend to go for the same type orbs. Usually that's, like, the best way to get the most on the field when you've got a rainbow team, right? Because you don't want to grab, like, 6 yellow orbs with a red character, and then all of a sudden, when your physical character comes up, now you're grabbing, like, 4 red orbs or something. I mean, I guess it's situational, depending on, like, the specific needs of whatever units you have on rotation, but still. Okay. Jiren still links really well with him. Yeah, we're just gonna leave them on rotation. I think this is nice. Okay, yeah, so we'll grab... Actually, I want to leave that rainbow orb there so that we have a better chance to get the purples with Vita. Let's do that. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. And then we'll grab all these for Jiren. Alright, perfect. Okay, keep up the dodges. Sweet. And now we're at 100% dodge, basically. Okay, so one interesting thing about this next phase, if we're ever able to get to it, and I can really show you, this next phase, remember that it's emulating the Dokkan Fest Kid BUU, who nullifies Ki Blast super attacks. So we do have a couple of Ki Blast super attacks that we can launch. I believe there are actually 2, 3, maybe, total on the team. But yeah, so when those come by on the next phase here, we're just going to have to keep that in mind. So yeah, he doesn't actually heal anything. He doesn't absorb it like an android would, which is good. So we can actually, you know, stand to still do those super attacks to him. But he just takes 0 damage. He just completely nullifies them. And then another little gimmick that he has, actually, I think it might have... I don't know if it's inherent to this fight or if it's one of the burst mode sliders that I just wasn't paying attention to down at the bottom. One of the, like, paragraph ones. But what I was going to say is that every time you attack him, his attack raises. So when we hit him with those Ki Blast supers, he's going to nullify them and his attack is going to raise. So that is the one, like, really big downside to them. Okay, do we want to trust in... Do we want to trust in UI Goku in slot 1 here just so that we can have links on everybody? I mean, this is a pretty risky turn all around. We're going to have to get really lucky with the RNG and like the dodges. Okay, let's see. At least we're at full HP, though I don't know that that's going to make much of a difference if we do get hit. Dodge? Oh, we get hit. Oh, no. Okay, so GG. Wow. Maybe I should have put STR UI in the first slot? All right, we just dodged our way to success, and I am such a silly bean. I just realized, that Kid Buu fight, it's not RNG at all. He always is going to super at the end of that second turn. I forgot that that's like a guaranteed thing to happen. So I was able to get through it pretty easily this time because I knew to just put a dodge character in that last slot instead of even giving EvoKed a chance, right? Okay, so here's where we're at. We're going to go ahead and stand by Jiren as per usual. Get those out as quickly as possible. It's nice we have the revive up this turn. I think I'm still going to put UI Goku in the first slot, just to give us the best chance at getting to do some damage before potentially dying, if we are going to this turn. And then we'll do this. So we did have to put Tech UI in the third slot. Oh, good. There we go. We have dodged. We did have to put Tech UI in the third slot to dodge that Kid Buu super at the end of the last turn, but that's good because it also means he's going to come back on turn 5 when we can activate his active skill and do the domain and everything. So that is kind of perfect. There we go. So that was a perfect example of one of those Ki Blast super attacks. So the 12 key for both of the 6th anniversary LRs on this rotation here, they cannot do them. So when they do their additional attacks, I am hoping that they do additional normals, because only their 18 keys even hit this guy. Whereas if they do normals, they still have a good chance to critical hit with those. And then they could actually do some damage. So like this, he's just going to swallow. Yeah, but it does raise his attack, so that's fun. Okay, hey, at least we're dodging back. There you go, take that, Kid Buu. Okay, another nerve-wracking turn. Aren't they all, right? They basically all are just very nerve-wracking. I do want EvoKen to start getting his 24 keys every single turn. I think that's important at this point. Okay, we'll give him all of these, and then that way, if he dodges that first attack, which he has to do for us to live anyway, then he'll be over 18 E. I think Jiren will be okay with just these. That way we can try and heal some more, too. All this. Okay. That was good, that was good. Going according to plans so far. Okay, not much to speak of in the way of damage, but that's okay. We just need the dodges, that's all that's required. Jiren's gonna handle the damage part for us. Okay, no additional from Jiren. Little bit bummy. But we definitely should be seeing something good from them. Okay, just not 5 normals, please. Not 5 normals. Let's get some additional supers in here. Yeah, that was pretty good. Okay. This is probably going to do, like, almost half a bar of HP here. Okay, more like a third. So it's going to be about a third for each attack. We got maybe 2 more coming, I think. If we're lucky. Okay, 1 was a normal, but with the crits, it almost does the same amount of damage because of the way that his, like, defense... Oh, no, he supered again. Okay, well, we're still done. We can't survive this. Oh, that's so unlucky. Alright. Yet again, we are here. Jiren into standby. We've got the revive ready to go. I think... Yeah, this is the setup. Alright, let's just try and blitz through this if we can. Alright, got a decent bit of healing on that turn. Very good, very good. I love that super attack animation, because as soon as his foot goes into the like grass, you know whether you're going to dodge it or not, because that's right when it happens. It's very, very easy to tell the exact moment. Which I guess the very next frame is you being hit anyway, so it's kind of obvious at that point, but... It just kind of takes some of the anxiety out from some of those supers where you don't know exactly when the dodge procs, because sometimes they proc a little bit later. Like, usually that little dodge frame will show up at the first point in the super attack that the enemy makes physical contact with you. That's why sometimes with, like, the Ki Blast super attacks that you get hit with, that you're gonna get hit with, but you dodge. Cool, all cool, because we have the revive. Nice that we got hit all the way at the very end of the turn, so we got to do all that damage still. That's very good. But yeah, that's why, like, with the Ki Blast super attacks, you'll dodge it all the way at the end of the super attack animation, so it's, like, super, like, it builds up all of your anxiety throughout the animation of if you're gonna dodge it or not. Okay, so... is Blue Vegeta's active skill... Okay, Final Explosion is not a Ki Blast super attack. I believe Goku's is, though. Oh, no. It's a... Oh, it's not Ki Blasts. I'm sorry. It's physicals that he is absorbing. It is physical super attacks, which means... Yeah, this one's not physical. Okay, so we can launch this this active skill. Let's go ahead and do it. A little bit of damage on him. Unfortunately, it does raise his... Ooh, do we put him slot 1? Oh man, our rotations are so bad because we had to have Jiren in slot 3 to tank the other hit. So we're going to have a really good rotation next, but I feel like we probably do this because our defense is so high with him, plus the stacking DR. Let's try it. I think this is the way to go, honestly. And we're about to go back to full HP. Or pretty close to. Ooh, man, what do we do here? Probably that? Yeah, let's do this. And then, can they get 24 at all? No. I do want them to have their 18 key at least. That's kind of important for them to get extra defense. I gotta say, I am pretty worried about that last slot. It's only one attack, but I am definitely a little bit worried about it. Okay, so I think if we had a chance to tank a super attack at all, it would be here with this guy right now, because he's already at, like, peak defense and maximized damage reduction. Okay, so let's see. I think we're going to survive this because we're at a good amount of HP. We had, like, 700k to work with. Oh, we did. He completely tanked it. Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess that makes sense. That makes sense. Because Jiren took, like, almost 100k at the end of that last turn against the STR Kid Buu, where he had type advantage, too. But he also didn't have, like, the stacking damage reduction and stuff, so that makes sense. And his defense wasn't nearly as high. Okay, additional super. Yes, as many of these as we can get, please. These are all going to be defense raises that we need. Very, very much. Ironic that we're raising our defense and his attack every time we super. But my point is that if it's a super, we get the defense. If it's a normal, he gets the attack and we get nothing. So, that is good. Oh, even after like 4 super attacks, 1 normal did 200k, and we have type advantage. Like, holy moly. Okay, so at this point, we know we're going to throw Jiren down into his full power form. So let's go ahead and transform him up. Perfect. And then, oh yeah, I guess we can put the other Jiren in standby. We probably will do that. But really quick, we're not going to use his active skill because it's going to get absorbed anyway. All we're going to be accomplishing with that is, well, we'd be giving him guaranteed crits for the turn, but he crits so easily anyway. But we would basically just be giving Kid Buu some additional attack. So, okay, let's go ahead and put this Jiren in standby. And then, I guess we should float him, yeah? Yeah. Well, because we have to float one of them. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. We know that the super attack is at the beginning because of the full power Jiren. So we have to keep UI Goku there. Okay, we'll do this. And then the full power Jiren doesn't really depend on orbs, but the standby Jiren does. The standby Jiren needs all of these orbs to build up all his damage reduction there. All right. And yes, UI Goku doing his job. We love that. Because obviously that would have been instant death. And now we know we have no more super attacks to worry about for the rest of the turn. We are post-revive here as well, so that this 39 million super attack is kind of important at this point, because we need to start doing some damage here. We don't have many resources left. We've already used 1.5 standbys, and oh, I guess actually we do have something fun coming up right now, actually. So now we've got Tech UI's active skill to use, so let's go ahead and activate this domain. And remember, this is going to be a fantastic turn for him specifically. Oh man, it would have been so good if we had, like... Of course he's literally attacking like the same amount of times in every single slot. That's actually so annoying. Okay, so what I'm going to do is leave Vegeta in the first slot, since he already showed us what he can do, and now his defense is 200k higher than it was last turn. So we're going to leave him there. And then UI Goku, we want him to super before he... takes any of those attacks, because we want him to raise up his attack a bunch. That way his counters actually do something. I believe he is another one of those characters that has, let's see, I want to do the 2 just because it's more, but I think I want to open up these rainbow orbs here for next turn. Oh, super right away is not good. He didn't get to raise any damage reduction first. We shouldn't die, but maybe this will hurt. Oh, dude, the damage reduction was everything. Oh, it's also because we were not post-super. We were pre-super. Oh, goodness. Okay. Well. Do we... Maybe we lower like 1 or 2 of these parameters? So, like, let's take that off for 20% gone. Maybe we'll lower that as well. We can't take off this. That's worth too much. The 620 point attack. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder, like, what else do we even take off? That's kind of it, right? Okay, I guess let's try that. We made him just slightly easier. You know what? I'm feeling it on this run. Let's go ahead and do the whole run through. This is the one right here. We're gonna get him right here. Yeah, I'll show you guys the first phase as well, and then we'll jump right in. Okay, let's see. So we have no Jirens on turn 1 here. Evoken's going slot 3. That's a free and easy choice. Okay, yeah. This turn is pretty locked already. So we're just gonna do this. This. Probably should have selected those other orbs, but it's fine. I guess just that. Okay, we should be fine here. We know we can trust Vegeta up front. Alright, we've got lots of build-up to do. But luckily, there's actually a lot of super attacks for us, so that's good. It's gonna help both Vegeta and UI Goku there in the middle. Assuming he dodges them. Historically, in this first phase, we have been having some issues with that, so we'll see how we fare today. That super attack animation will never get old. It's so good. Okay, well, there we go. That was a bit of a better turn. Only got tagged by 1. Not too bad. I probably should have actually committed to giving them an 18 key super. They still are going to probably take a ton of damage right here. I That might have been a blunder on my part. Whoops. If we die from it, I guess? I mean, if we get KO'd right here, you're probably just not gonna see this footage. Oh god. Okay, well, we'll just run with it. We lived, and now we have the revive, so that's better than nothing. Okay, so we're gonna float Tech UI, so he can dodge, and then also so that he'll be back on turn 5 when he's gonna activate his domain. And that little bit of healing, which is not gonna make any difference for this phase, because we're either gonna dodge everything or die. But the good news is, regardless of if we live or die on this rotation here, we are going to get the revive anyway, so we're definitely going to see the second phase. Low-key, it kind of would have been cool for UI Goku to just get hit in that first slot, then we wouldn't have to sit through this entire turn, because this turn makes literally 0 difference. I mean, I guess it still helps us build up a little bit, right? Like, UI Goku's going to be at, like, max key now, because he got all those dodges. Yeah, see, if there was... If I got one of those lucky rotations, like that one at the very beginning with Evoken, where there's only one attack at the end of the second turn with Kid Buu, I would just put Jiren there, because he does the attack break anyway, so then you don't even have to deal with the super attack. But because there's 3 attacks there, he would just attack break the first one, and we know the super is going to be the very last one, right? Okay, moment of truth. That's 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3, and... Come on, Goku. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, would you look at that? No way. Did you see those hearts? Looks like Vegeta has proc the conditions for his revive as well. So now we're doing very good. And I can't put Jiren in standby because is it an HP thing? It's from... Oh, it's from the character's entry turn, and because he was in slot 7, this is his entry turn, so I can't actually put him in standby yet. Okay, so we're going to be 1 turn behind on all of our gameplay for this run. That's a little bit funky, actually. Okay, we know who we want in the first slot. Yeah, I guess we'll keep the entire rotation like this. This is fine. I'm just going to do this. I need to get him an 18 key super. I was trying to play around too much with what orbs I could give him and not, but we just got to do that. And then, yeah, I guess we'll do this too. Ah, super right away. So we're done again. We already know that that isn't it. We can't get supered before super attacking with him. Maybe it's not the right idea for me to be... Oh! I completely forgot about that. Okay, well, whatever. I could still continue that thought that it might not be the right idea for me to have him in slot 1. Just at all, right? It's a decent gamble in that first phase because that Kid Buu doesn't really super attack that much. But this guy has a much higher probability to super attack you in slot 1. And obviously, he's not going to be able to tank that. Like, maybe it would be different if he had already gotten hit with like 3 normals and built up the within the turn damage reduction. Maybe then it would be different, but I actually don't know. Okay, that's a lot of tech orbs. I don't like that. Shoot. That's not good. Because we need Jiren to get a lot of orbs here. Okay. Looks like we do... Ah, that's not a good idea. It's probably better for us to just take the damage even. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. We go like this. Ah, man, because if we select all these, we're going to lose a bunch of HP. You know what? Let's do it. Let's go ahead and not use that active skill, actually. Thank you very much. That active skill is going to 0 out their defense, which is not something that I want. Wow. UI Goku doing very well. Double-digit tanking and normal. Oh, that's right. All of his additional supers are gonna do nothing, so. Okay, that's 3. We should be guaranteed dodges for the rest of this. Super me? Super? Super? I would have liked to see the super. I'm a little bit worried about it being here. If the super is here, then that's going to be another run GG. And we should be, like, better, right? Because, oh, well, no, actually, I remember last time we did 4 supers and took 200k, so we might die. Oh, no, I guess not. And maybe it was different conditions. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we were just talking about not wanting him in slot 1, but it's only 1 attack. Because he's got the healing as well. That's not going to touch us. It's only 1 attack in slot 1. I kind of feel comfy with this. Wait, it's turn 5, but we can't do this with Goku. I think it's our HP. Oh, it's from his entry. No, this keeps happening to us, dude. Okay, I'm gonna go like this. This is what I'm gonna do. It's a little bit greedy, but I do want him to be able to use his thingy-ma-thingy. And then we can do this active skill with Vegeta. I don't think we really need to yet this turn. Let's just go ahead and save it for the next turn. That way he has a little bit less damage, or like, you know, attack buildup off of us this turn. Okay, so we did dodge up front. That's good. Jeez, he healed like everything he has back. Alright, we gotta start moving quicker through this. Especially when the runs are looking this bad, because there's a really good chance we're gonna have another one after this. We're gonna need to start clicking a little quicker. Okay, good to know. His 12 key is actually... Oh my goodness. Okay. See, now this time I actually should have put Vegeta in slot 1, and he would have been... Okay. Is there any way we can make this easier at all? Yeah. Reduce damage by 5%. We can take that off. I guess it's just that one we have to keep on. Okay. Alright, yeah. That'll work. Goodness gracious. At this point, I kind of just want to pass it. You know, I would happily just sit here all night and keep doing run after run after run, which is something I would do, you know, in my normal free time. Like the last few burst modes, I've been trying to get scores upwards of like 7,000, which obviously on this one would be a fool's errand. But yeah, I have been doing that, but it's just sitting there for like, you know, 2 hours just running like some team that's cooking purely on RNG and just hoping you eventually get that run that like everything works out, you know. But I also don't have to talk the entire time I'm doing it if I'm not recording a video. So it's a little bit more bearable. I could just be like watching Netflix or something while running that. Though I do kind of want to get this finished actually sooner rather than later, because I need to get back to link leveling. I have been not link leveling for like more than an hour now. Yeah, following the post of this video, there's probably going to be another one related to an update on link leveling, since I haven't updated you guys in a couple of months on the ongoings of the link leveling in the account. We have still been going crazy. In fact, we've just been going crazier and crazier over time with it. But yeah, very, very fun video. that I intend to record. Maybe tonight? Maybe tomorrow? We'll see. Alright. That's Vegeta done. And UI Goku number 2. Couple more dodges for us would be lovely. I'd really like to go into the second phase with like full HP. That would be lovely. Okay, so far so good. And there's 4 attacks at the end. We're going to put them last. This is the setup. Okay, we'll set this. All those physical orbs. Very nice, very nice. And then that works too. Cool. Okay, this should be good. As long as UI Goku, you know, comes in clutch and dodges for us, we'll be fine. And we know they only have to deal with normals, so they should be okay. Let's just hope they get a couple of super attacks. They've got a really good chance. It's, you know, pretty few and far between that they just get all normals, right? I actually, you know, thinking back to over an hour ago when I was running this for like the first time and I literally basically beat it, but then they just like did not show out for me at all. That kind of sucks. I didn't really care when it happened because I figured like with how smoothly that run went that like this wasn't going to be that hard. Keep in mind, this was back when my burst score was still up at like 6750. And now we're all the way back down to like 6,000 and we're still struggling. Still haven't gotten through it. There we go. We dodged the one that mattered. Awesome. Kid Buu, you're a slouch. Okay. So we've got a Jiren on each rotation. Do we keep it that way? Should I keep them together? I think we'll probably keep Jiren on, actually. Yeah. Okay, I actually want to prioritize the orbs for Jiren. Yeah, that's good. I want to focus really hard. Nice. I want to focus really hard on getting same type orbs, like as much as we possibly can. I want to see if we can like squeeze in a Dokkan attack. Because I feel would really help us. Like, once we get the full power Jirens out, that's good. It's a slow process doing so because we have to wait for the standby and the next rotation and stuff, right? And we can only do them one at a time. But they do provide a lot of damage for us. And then, obviously, once the Blue Goku and... or UI Goku and Blue Vegeta are built up, they do kind of hit hard as well. But it's just not quite what Jiren is offering. Oh, right. It's not an 18 key. So it's just gonna do nothing and get a normal? Yeah, because it's a guaranteed crit, so we at least do some damage, right? Okay, here we go. Now we can stand by Jiren. And then I guess we put him first slot. It sucks that we only have 3 orbs, but I'm doing that. Like, what else am I supposed to do here, right? Do I put them second or third? Probably third, yeah. Give all these to him. Oh, ooh, this is a really scary turn. I don't like this at all. This is not... That's a lot of attacks at the end. Like, oof, this is really scary. I think that's good, though. Right? Surely that's good. Yes. There we go. There we go. There we go. The Invincible Jiren. We love to see that. Okay, well, at least... wait, can he double super? Oh, well, if we're just gonna... Not dodge! Dang it, UI Goku. Alright, moment of truth. Moment of truth. Are we gonna dodge it? We either dodge it or we don't. We dodge it or we don't. We dodged everything else. We just got one more. There you go. Sweet. Okay. All right, we get Jiren stood by again. Jiren up front. Man, we've done this so many times, it's like clockwork at this point. We kind of know the, pretty much always know the answer for any combination of 3 units on rotation. We know what to do. Based on what turn it is, what things they have available, right? Like we've done this that many times at this point. Great. Great news. We dodged it. So now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think we've had more than 1 super attack per turn. Just throughout all of these attempts. So I think maybe that is a thing that he can't double super. Which is important information to know, I guess. I mean, I guess it doesn't really make a difference, because once the turn's going, it's going. So whatever's going to happen is going to happen anyway, but... okay. Ugh. Oh no, we don't have anyone. All 3 of our UI Gokus are gone. And we don't have a standby Jiren on this turn either. I guess we're just gonna have to risk it with Vegeta. This is just a literal straight up gamble, right? Because like, hold on, let me just make sure that there's nothing defensive at all in his active. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's tough. And his revive is not up yet either, so that's another kind of L right there, unfortunately. Okay, at least we get 24 ki for them. That's nice. Okay, please no super. Yes! Alright. Now I think we should be okay. Obviously that's not guaranteed yet, but we'll see what happens. Another one? Yes. And then do 1 more. Even though they're not going to hit. Do 1 more super. Yes, there we go. So now we're at our maximum possible defense. Now hit us with 1 normal, so we'll be at the maximum damage reduction. There we go. And now you can super me all you want. Go ahead. See what this does. See what this does. 23? 78? You tell me. 58 it was. Yeah. Good try. Good try. Okay, so now I think we've guaranteed survive the turn. Which is really, really good, because we have a Jiren finish effect to use. We're going to go into full power here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But not before laying down the hammer a little bit. We got to get this HP lowered. We can get on out of here. Collect our rewards. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I'm going insane. I've been doing this stage too long. This really does feel like the run, though. And I don't believe in jinxing. This is the run here. We are, things are going just too smoothly for them to fall flat on their face. Yeah, wow. What a heavily damaging turn from Evoken. We love this. Okay, so we know we're not going to use the UI Goku active skill. It's not going to do anything. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and use the finish effect. Boom, full power. Okay. He's got a super up front, so we're definitely going to put Goku there. Because the thing is, full power Jiren has some good, like, he has 60% damage reduction and then an additional 11%. Like, just this turn. But he gets that when attacking. Super attack performed. Yeah, super attack received. Okay, so he does get this stuff with super attack received, but I don't think he can live the super attack with... Because look at his defense. It's only 370. Yeah, let's... I don't think that's a smart idea. We'll go ahead and keep him away from there. Oh, well, Goku's about to raise his ki by a bunch, right? When he gets all these hits. Or They're not going to hit him, but, you know, the super attack, or the attacks in general. Goodness gracious. Oh, whoops. Blunder. Not a big deal. We'll be fine. We're to the dodge or die portion of the phase anyway, so losing a little bit of like 5% of our HP isn't going to make a difference, right? Okay, there we go. AGL UI coming in clutch as usual. And I believe that's another turn survived. Oh, well, actually, that's not entirely true, because I think STR UI does have to dodge those. Maybe he could get hit with one, but I don't think STR UI could get hit with both of those and have us live to the next rotation, unfortunately. So, let's see. Okay, up to 10 million with him is not too terrible. He's kind of hanging in there. Did a little bit of damage for us. That's good. Okay, cool. We don't have to find out. We just go smooth and we dodge. Oh, what a turn. Oh my goodness. This is beautiful. So we've got the Jiren standby to do. Thank you, Jiren. He's in standby. Wonderful. And then we've got the UI Goku active skill. Puts him into Mastered UI. Gives him a turn of guaranteed dodges. We get those counters going. And most importantly, we activate that domain effect. Now that we have the domain effect that's making our attack go up, let's go ahead and launch this active skill super attack. Do some damage. Sweet. We love this. We love this. And now Goku has... So Jiren has pretty much invincibility this turn, right? Yeah, reduce damage by 50%. And with each key sphere obtained, additional damage reduction of 11%. So you get 5 orbs, he's at 100% damage reduction. So Jiren literally can't be touched this turn already. And then, wow, this is a lot of orbs. I kind of want to save them all for next turn. So we'll just put UI Goku. We'll do this with UI Goku. And then that with Blue Vegeta. Okay. We should be good to go here. No, I mean, we're 100% good to go here, because Jiren cannot die, UI Goku cannot be hit, and then even if Evolution Blue Vegeta gets supered and it's enough to kill us, we have the revive. So, now we just get to, like, currently crossing my arms behind my head. Just gonna lounge back here and... This is very nice. This is very nice. Because if we continue to critical hit on all of these are going to do a good bit of damage for us. Very good. Very good. Nice. Okay. Yeah, the point that we have achieved in battle where we've activated everything. Everything's ready to go. We are like all in final form on everybody, basically. I mean, obviously this Jiren still has one more phase to go, but like pretty much everything's solidified, and we've got all of our like super attack stats up where they need to be, and he's like lower than 50% HP. This is what it was looking like for me on that last run that I almost won before I turned on the camera. So it's feeling possible here. It's feeling possible. We've got about 3¼ bars left. So at this point, I kind of do want... Okay, I was going to say, if Vegeta's going to get supered, I kind of do want him to survive it, because then we'll have the revive here for UI Goku. But we actually don't have the revive now for UI Goku because we didn't lose, like, any HP. Okay, so... I think we're just going to run it like this. UI Goku's got the best chance of surviving up front. And then Jiren doesn't really need orbs. I'm just going to do this with Jiren. Hopefully these rainbows can get them to 24 key. Oh my gosh. This is really scary. This is really scary, actually. Because, like... Oh, yeah, no. We're not... There's no... Oh, okay, well, the super attack happened, so that's good. But there's no possible way that we can KO him here. We just don't have enough attack power in this one turn, especially after that massive heal he just did. because none of these hit, right? These are all getting absorbed. Whatever Jiren does, I guess maybe we could get lucky with Jiren. This is our Jiren though. He's only at 50, or he's at 79%, rather than the friend that's rainbowed. So, I mean, we've still got all the access to all the hidden potential, and I do have an offensive build on my Jiren. But yeah, no additional, no extra super there. Had we gotten that additional super and done like another, you know, even like half a bar of HP there, that probably would have sealed the deal for this turn. But I don't know. This 1.5 bars of HP. They're gonna. We know they're gonna crit on all of these, but they're gonna have to get a lot of supers. Okay. Are they making up for that? Are they making up for the other run? Please. They could do 3 more total. Dude. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. After this attack, they're in range to normal and kill him, but they have to super to kill him. So we need 1 more. Yes! Yes! Oh, dude. Okay. So they brought it back an hour and a half later with the complete opposite thing that they did before. Instead of getting all normals and getting us killed at that point, they clutched it out that time and did all supers for us. Very good. Oh my goodness, dude. Finally. Holy moly. Okay. So something I want to pause and say very quickly, though. You notice, based on that last run, go back to the beginning of it and watch that last run all the way through again. Look at where our HP was the whole time. Look at when we got hit, where we got hit. We basically didn't, right? Like everybody was double-digit tanking or just straight up dodging attacks. So I think that if we had, you know, had our parameters still up at like 67, 50 or whatever, that run, based on the RNG that we got where we didn't have to tank any super attacks, anything like that, we probably would have still won. So yeah, I think I may run this back off camera and try and get a higher score. I probably can, but yes, very, very exciting stuff. With the 6,000 points, we were able to get it done with the Universal Survival Saga team. So let me know what you guys thought of that in the comments below, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.